Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm SAABIRAH, and today we're going to talk about my intentions for the new year. If you have been watching my Vlogmas series, which I recommend you do, I will leave the card up there for the whole of the Vlogmas series so far. And then you will know that it's been a difficult year, I think, and that's been the same for everyone. And I've just been documenting my time as a creative, as a content creator, as someone trying to figure out what they want to do with themselves and their lives, what their career looks like, all of that. It has been difficult to do that when things have just been different around me, and I realized that I don't deal with change very well. So I just felt like I don't make yearly goals or resolutions anymore. I just try to have intentions. I'll be honest, they don't always come to fruition. I don't always check on them. I don't always follow them up, but I want to try. I want to at least try and have something for myself to look forward to. I have things that I want for myself, and I know that I can only do that if I'm actually working towards them and doing things that require me to check things off so that I could get there. So yeah, this is why I thought I would do this video. I thought I would just share with you my intentions for the new year. I've done a blog post before. I will leave that in the description, where I spoke about how I'm going to walk into, I believe 2020, I think it was. Of course, none of us knew what 2020 would actually bring. And if I'm honest, that whole year, it just knocked me because I had such a positive outlook on what the year would look like for me. And because of the changes that happened, I just didn't know how to adapt to those changes. And it just meant that I just stopped. I just put a pause on myself and everything because I didn't know how to react to the change. I didn't know how to adapt to that change. And although it's been plenty of time, I still haven't figured out what that looks like for me. I still haven't figured out how to adapt to that change. And I'm nervous. I'm anxious about it. I don't know. I'm struggling with a bit of self-doubt and like self-belief, and I want to be encouraging towards myself, and I also want to be encouraging to people that support me and that watch my videos and engage in my content, because I know that we have a lot in common. I know that we share a lot of things that are similar, and that we might have similar struggles and concerns, questions and thoughts, and it's just lovely to know that it's not just me. But I think also me being honest about how I've been over the past year, 2 years, and then also how I'm going to step into the new year. It's important to just be honest and to be real about it, because not everyone's got these goals. Not everyone wants to have goals. Not everyone likes having goals. Not everyone can actually follow their goals. So I think for me, it was just about having goals and trying to work towards them. At least trying, at least having them somewhere. So what I'm going to do is, I made a list, and then what I'm going to do is just make it into something a bit more physically appealing and then put it on my notice board so that I can see it all the time, and that it's something that I can consciously think about. I did something similar where I made a little bit of a mood board. It's a mess because it's just literally been sitting. It's more so like about my intentions for the year, for this year, I believe it was. And some of the things, yeah, other things, no. So I'll put it up here so you can see it. And then I'll kind of read through it a bit because you can't really see things clearly. But I just have some like body positive images, pictures of locks, because I wanted to start my lock journey. I haven't done it yet, but I really want to do it. There's a hair hanging from my board, which is absolutely stunning. I've kind of got this like travel glowing, this feel of just being free, traveling and things like that. Just being able to live the life I want to live. Money, because you need it. So I've got continuing therapy, which I've done. Yeah, unintentionally. I knew I wanted to continue therapy, but it came to an end earlier this year. Or was it last year? It was earlier this year it came to an end, and then I won a giveaway to go to therapy. So essentially I've done this without knowing that I've done it. I didn't actually realise, I totally forgot that I put that down, but yes, it's continuing therapy and I've done that. So I'm proud of myself for that one. That's a bit of manifestation there. Be kind to yourself. I've been struggling with this. I struggle with self-compassion all the time, but I've definitely improved in some areas. I've definitely checked myself and been like, SAABIRAH, why are you being so hard on yourself in certain aspects? Like, it's okay. Like, it's all right. It's really not that bad. Like, it's okay to just be kind to yourself, even if you think things around you aren't great, or even if you feel like you don't feel like you deserve to be kind to yourself in certain situations. Always be kind to yourself, always. Even if you have to be brutally honest with yourself, you can still be kind. Create consistently for your YouTube channel. I mean, to some extent, it's been consistent. I've done 3 monthly vlogs. October, September, November. Yeah, I've done 3 monthly vlogs, which is technically consistent because it's monthly. And then now I'm doing Vlogmas, which is definitely consistent because I'm doing it every flipping day. It's a lot when you don't really celebrate Christmas like that. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've actually been doing that. Show up for yourself. That I struggle with. Today I had a moment where I was like, Sabrina, you didn't show up for yourself. Why didn't you do that? And I did want to beat myself up. I did have a moment where I just wanted to fight myself. Now I'm okay. Not really, but I am. And it's okay to let go. As much as it is okay to let go, it doesn't negate from the fact that it is very, 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 very hard to do. To let go of people, to let go of negative situations, to let go of things that just don't serve you. It's hard. It really is hard. And sometimes I feel like I let go of things that are bite-sized. But that in itself is still working towards something. You're still letting go in some way, shape or form. It might be small. It might be really, really small. You still let something go that you knew wasn't serving you. Even if it means you're still having it in other areas. Like, you let go of something. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Like, we're allowed to congratulate ourselves and pat ourselves on the back when we do small things. We're allowed to do that. And then be in a new job that I enjoy by the end of 2022. So yeah, I did this at the beginning of the year. So by the end of 2022, and we're now near the end of 2022, we're in December. I'm not in my new job. I'm not in a career that I enjoy and things like that. Not yet. But God willing, it is on the horizon. It's happening. And behind the scenes, and I just don't know it's happening yet. It's working its way towards me and I just don't see it yet. Get to 2K followers by 2022. Considering I haven't really been on Instagram that much, that wasn't going to happen. 2K by the end of this year, even though I haven't been posting on Instagram, that's not happening, babes. That's not happening. Get back into writing. I want you to enjoy writing again. I want to enjoy writing again. And that kind of goes into one of the intentions I have for the new year. But yeah, I've put a bit of a pause on my writing and I want to get back to it. I want to enjoy it again. And I'll get into it more when we get into that part of that video. And it says, grow, thrive, believe, self-love, self-compassion. I've definitely grown. I don't feel like I've thrived. I don't feel like I've always believed myself or believed in myself or believed that good things were happening or going to happen for me. Definitely struggled with self-love and self-compassion, like I said, but there's still growth there somewhere. And like I said, start look journey, which I haven't done yet. I haven't done it yet. And I think it's because I'm nervous. And I think it's because also I fear commitment. And having your hair locked up is like lost is a commitment. And because I have a fear of commitment, I think that's what's happening. But hopefully you guys will keep me accountable and be like, so bro, what happened? Where's the locks? But yes, let's get into my intentions for 2022. So number one is I want a career that I'm passionate in. So I've written down here that I want a career that I'm passionate about, that pays me well, values my input, allows me to thrive, grow and be heard. A career that allows me to take the lead as I am a born leader. I've written a bit about this. I don't know if I've actually posted this on my blog yet, but I've written a bit about how when I learn certain areas of myself, I feel triggered in certain ways, or just when I see myself in certain aspects, I realize that there's things about myself that I don't tap into because of fear, anxiety, whatever it is, and realizing that there are things about me that I've told myself I'm not because it doesn't look the way I think it does on others. When I know for myself, I like to take the lead. And I don't always do that because for me, I've spoken about this before, but for me, for some reason, it's just easier for me to humble myself or to be in the background. And I think maybe it's because people might tell me I'm a fraud or I don't deserve to be in those places. But I know, like inherently, I know within myself I am a leader. But it's hard to do that when you have thoughts of self-doubt and feelings of like, what if someone catches me out and can see that I'm not that born leader that I'm talking about. So I think for me, a career that allows me to lead would be great. A career where I am the leader of it would be great because I think that's what I need to do. Not I think, that's what I believe I'm supposed to do. Number two is continue to be open and honest in therapy. So I was having this conversation with my mom the other day. I feel like when I'm in therapy, it feels a lot of the time like I feel like I'm a victim, or like things have happened and I am like struggling to manage it all. And there are times when I'm like, okay, so bro, what is it that you've also done? I no longer want to just see myself as a victim. I want to also understand there are parts that I also played in certain situations, things that I could have done differently, or or that I can now continue to do differently or learn to do differently, because I don't believe it's all everything's happened to me. There are things that I've also done that contribute to why certain things have happened in my environment, my life, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I just want to be more open. I want to continue to be more open and honest in therapy so that I could really get the most out of it, especially because it's only a year, which sounds like a long time, but it really isn't, especially how much we've gotten into already. And it's been maybe 4 or 5 months, I think maybe it's been. I think so. So like we've gotten into a lot already. So I just want to continue on the path of being open and honest and really like but really wanting to change and be a better version of myself. Like I know there's a better version of me. I can see it. I know what she would look like. I know what she would be doing. I'm just not there yet, and I want to get there. So I want to continue to be more open and honest in therapy. Number 3, like I said, I want to get back into writing. I feel like I've taken a pause. Well, not I feel like I have taken a pause on it because I was speaking to my therapist and I was speaking about why I started writing and realized that I started because I just wanted to express myself. And now I honestly feel a bit stunted because I'm aware of who's watching, who's reading. I'm aware of the fact that it helps people, and sometimes it triggers me to feel like I'm helping people. And it sounds wild, but it's because I'm so used to giving more than I have. I'm so used to giving from an empty cup. And then it means that now it's hard for me to give because I'm just aware of the uncomfortable feeling, the anxiety, the worries. And I used to thrive on it. I used to be able to say, if I'm anxious about something, one, it was a finished product. So it was a finished blog post. And yeah, I might be really anxious about putting it out and it would always get the best reception. So I used to use that as just an affirmation of like, keep doing that. But when the anxiety starts at the very beginning, from the point where I can't even write things, or the worry, I can't even write, that's when I'm like, okay, something has to change. And I think that's me getting back to writing for myself, writing because I just wanted to speak about whatever it is that's going on in my head, just be free. And I think sometimes it's hard to do that when people are telling you just write, or just do what you just write about anything. It doesn't work like that for me, because when I was writing, it wasn't necessarily writing about anything. I was writing about the things that I most wanted to speak about and the things that I was passionate about. So I just want to get back into that. I'm going to get back into why I started and get that same feeling back. Or it might not even be the same. It's been so long, it might not even be the same feeling that I'm going to get back. But I want it to not be so filled with worry and anxiety and worrying about me giving from an empty cup, when I know I can give from a full cup, and I want to give from a full cup. Number 4 of my intentions for 2022 is to take better care of myself. So I've written down, listen to my needs, listen and follow my intuition, believe in myself and my capabilities, prioritize myself more often and put myself first when I need it most. I struggle with this. I really do struggle with putting myself first and focusing on my needs, what I need, how to fulfill those needs, everything under that basically category of just looking after yourself. I struggle with it, and I want to get better at it because I know that is one of the things that's holding me back. Because I don't look after myself, I'm burnt out, or I feel like I can't do things, or I don't want to do things, and the motivation isn't there. And I know that's because I need to look after myself better. I don't know why I had to look down for that, but yeah, I need to look after myself better so that I can come from a better place. And again, it kind of comes from the like giving from a full cup. I want to be able to give from a full cup, and I can't do that if I'm not looking after myself, and I need to look after myself. And sometimes I struggle to know what that looks like. So yeah, I just want to learn to look after myself better and be better for myself, show up for myself, trust my intuition better. Like it never fails, it doesn't fail, and I just need to learn how to trust it better. I think sometimes I'm worried, or sometimes I'm like, I know this is what my intuition is telling me to do, but I'm scared because it's uncomfortable and because it's new, or I'm not sure I'll be good, or whatever the case may be. Like, I know my intuition doesn't want me to fail. It wants me to step into something that's going to make me uncomfortable, or step into something that's going to lead me somewhere. And that is scary. So yeah, it's just learning to embrace my intuition, listen to it, follow it, and just go. It's hard, but I want to be able to just go. I want to be able to just go without the thinking, the thoughts of all the things that's going on in my head. I want to just take that step and go. And last but not least, the last thing on my list of intentions for 2022, and I'm laughing because it says, learn to bloody drive. I was going to say listen to drive. It says learn to bloody drive. I have not learned to drive yet, and for a long time it wasn't really much of a thought. I knew I was going to eventually, but it wasn't really something I was thinking about. And then after a while I was like, there's a goal that I have in mind that I want, and I won't share it just yet. If you follow me on social media, you might have heard me speak about it anyway, but I just won't share it yet. But I have a goal in mind, and in order to get that goal, there are steps I have to take. This is one of those steps that's going to get me there, essentially. One of those steps that's going to help, or one of those steps that's going to stop me from seeing the goal that I have as too far away. And it terrifies me to learn to drive. It really terrifies me because I feel like I'm so nervous, and like it's dangerous. Like it doesn't have to be, but it can be. It's, yeah, there's just so many fears and worries I have in my head, and everyone makes it seem like, oh, just drive, it's fine. They tell you about all the positive things, but I don't want to wait till I'm comfortable, but I want to be comfortable, and at the moment I don't feel comfortable. So, but eventually I know I want to do this, so I'm gonna have to be uncomfortable because I want to do this. But yeah, I want to learn how to drive. There's a lifestyle that I want, and driving is going to help me get that. So I've written down that I'm going to do it. As much as it's going to make me nervous, I'm going to do it because I know I need to do it, and I know it's going to help with the end goal. So yeah, I want to learn how to drive. So follow me on the journey of me learning how to drive, to me continuing with therapy, to learning to put myself first and look after my needs. Also getting a career that I really want to get into, and also get back into writing. I really want to get back into writing. I really want to just share what goes on in my head because I know it helps, but also I want it to be really constructive and just well written. Yeah. But those are my intentions for 2022. It feels weird saying 2022, but that is the year that is approaching very quickly. So let me know in the comments if you have any intentions, goals, things that you want to achieve in the new year. Are you looking forward to the new year? Are you not so much looking forward to it? Do you normally do goals, intentions? How do you plan for the new year, if you plan for the new year? Because if I'm honest, I don't really plan for the new year. I might make a few intentions, a few goals, but sometimes I don't actually follow through with them. But these are things that I feel like I really, 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 really need in order to get to a point in my life where I can I can have a good foundation, and then I can keep working from there. Right now, it feels like my foundation's a bit rocky. It's falling apart. So yeah, I just need to work towards these goals, these intentions, so that I can live the life I know I deserve to live. And we all deserve the lives that we want to live. It's important for us to do that. Do the things that we know we need to do. As hard as it is, and I say this knowing it's really, really hard and feeling like everything is just out of reach, we can do it. We can. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you liked this video, do give it a like. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.